I hope you are having a wonderful day today. This is Tiffany C Everett. Welcome to the Tiffany C Show. And as you know, we had some issues here in Florida when it came to Hurricane Irma. And so what I am doing right now is I purchased this here product, and what it is a gas grill. Never used it before, so today is the first day that I'm using it. So I have a set of instructions here, and I'm going to try to put this together. I've already prepared when I was inside, and some of our food is still cold, so I prepared our food already, cut that up, and so most of it is ready to be prepared and ready to be cooked. And if this is your first time joining me, I thank you so very much for joining. I help moms kick chaos to the curb with super simple strategies to help you get it together. And so today is a interesting day, and so none of the power is working inside our home today, so we are outside getting ready to get some food started. And as you know, we are in South Florida, and so one of the things that this grill is telling me to do is to lift up the bottom. So I'm going to try to do that right now and lift out the bottom is what it's telling me to do. I have some paper here because, like I said, this is my first time using it. So hopefully this will go well. And it looks like there's some paper on the bottom of it too. So let me make sure I get all the paper off of it. We don't want anything like that going on over here now, would we? So I think this is probably the right way to have it. So apparently I have it up this way. And so it says to lift this. So I'm going to go ahead and lift that up. And inside there is more paper. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure I get rid of all this paper that is inside of this grill. And so the next thing it says, once you open that up, it says to remove the grid. So this is our grid. I guess this is the grid. That's the photo that I see there. I'm going to go ahead and lift out the grid and put that over here to the side. And then it's telling me to remove the regulator. So before today, I had no idea what the regulator was, but apparently it's this little thing right here. This is our regulator right here. So it says that I need to remove the regulator. And then once the regulator is removed, to go ahead and close the bottom panel. So closing the panel back, and then there is like a little thing here. So it says to close that. Next, it says to unfold the legs. So I guess I'm going to have to turn it over on the other side and unfold these legs right here. These are the legs that's on here. And see, where does the legs go? It says that you're going to put the legs outward like this. So when I turn it around, it's going to be under like so. That's one way to close it in. So, alright, so this is how it's looking so far. These are right here. These are the knobs that's on it. So, I did that part. Next, it says to lift the lid and then unfold the side guards. Lift the lid, unfold the side guards. And then they have like these little tiny clamps on the inside where you can just push in, and then you heard that little click sound. So far this is what our grill looks like. Okay, looks like it's coming along, right? Okay, so what is the next step? The next step is to go ahead and insert the grill. All right, so go ahead and put this back in. All right, and then it says now we're going to attach the regulator. And remember, this was our regulator, so I don't know what side it's supposed to go on. I guess it goes on, there's nothing on this side, so I guess it's gonna go on the other side. And there it is. I found it right there. Look, see that little hole? So I'm gonna put the regulator. What part of it goes in there? I don't know. I guess would it be this part? No. You said something? I don't know what. Let's see. Let me see. It says that we're gonna put. Okay, this part of the regulator goes in. Oh, okay. And then you just screw it on. Did I do it right? Yep. It says just turn it. And so I'm turning it. So I would like to ask you guys, where in the world are you? Unfortunately, I'm not able to see anybody if you're chatting with me right now. Where are you guys at? I also run a virtual call center, and with that virtual call center, moms, or if you're not a mom, you're able to work from the comfort of your own home. And of course, this would be like one of those perfect times if you actually had power to be able to service and not have to worry about driving through the commute or anything like that. So now that part is completed, I've put the grill on, and let me show you what everything looks like so far. So far, it looks like I was able to get everything together. We have the regulator over here, and these are the knobs right here. We have both of those, and so far everything is looking good and dandy. All right, so what is my next step? Now, mind you, it says that this camp stove is designed to operate a 1-pound propane gas. So I actually have this one here, and it's by this company. So I think the next thing that you do is to make sure that the regulator is secured to the burner, which I did that. And then it says to lubricate the threads, make sure the knobs are in the off position. How do I know if they're in the off position? I don't know. I don't know what's off and what's on. How do you know what's off and what's on? I think that is off, but I'm not really sure because I'm not really sure if it's off or if it's on. I'm hoping that is off. How about that? Okay, so once you make sure that it's off, the next thing is to lubricate the threads of the regulator with some petroleum, and then insert the tank into the valve and then tighten it. All right, so I'm taking this off. I think this is the valve. Is this the valve? Where's that picture? So let's see. We can go ahead and tighten this on. Ooh, you can see what I'm doing. Tightening this on to the valve. says that it's supposed to always be at a 45-degree angle. I'm not able to get this thing on. Zion, can you come and hold this part right here for me? Just hold this part right here. And then I'm going to turn it. Let's see if that works. So you guys, have you ever had to do anything like this before, to where you had to think outside the box in order to take care of your family? I purchased this because I figured one day that it was going to be necessary to use. And so today happens to be that day. And so I've gotten that on. If you can see, looks like I've gotten that part on right there. Okay, so what are the next directions? The rest of the directions says, all right, now we have to test for leaks. In order to test for leaks, make sure the regulator is securely fastened to the burner. So it's still turning a little bit. I wonder if I need to use some pliers and make it tighter. Okay, let's see. All right. Okay, so I did that part. Now to check for leaks. Make sure if the burner pipe does not rest flush to the regulator, you need to call somebody for help. Well, it's actually flush to the regulator, so that part is good. And then it says make, okay, so what we did, you have to make like a solution that has some water and dish detergent in it. Make sure the knobs are off, as in figure 7. Okay, they're off. I heard a sound just now, so that just gave me some interesting news. Make sure the knobs are off, and then you're going to spoon several drops of the solutions, or use a squirt bottle at the burner to regulator, and see if the 4 and 5. Spoon several drops of solution at the burner to the regulator connection, and the gas to the regulator connection. That is a bit that is a bit confusing. It says spoon several drops of solution or use squirt bottle at the burner to regulator connection, and the gas tank to the regulator connection. If no bubbles appear, the connection is secure. If the bubbles appear, you have a leak. Spoon several drops of solution or use a squirt bottle at the burner. I'm not understanding what that means. At the burner, you put the solution at the burner. All right. So where is the burner? The burner, your burner, you guys. Too bad you guys are not able to help me with this, right? Give me some suggestions and things of that nature. I am trying to get this thing going, and we already have our food prepared. I just really need to get this stove going, so that way we'll be able to have our food going. We have some kids outside. They're having a blast right now. Inspect the solution at the connections, looking for bubbles. So all right, so how to cook. Let's see, how do you cook next? Ignite the burner per lighting instructions. So okay, I don't have my lighter, so how am I gonna turn down without a lighter? Okay, we're gonna need a lighter. The lighter is in there. Okay, so we're gonna have to get a lighter in order to be able to light the equipment first, and then we will be able to move forward on it. So let's see, how was the weather that night? Man, we heard so much noise. We heard rattling and shaking, and the shutters, they actually flew, two or three of them actually flew off. They didn't go too far. They fell right down in front of the house, and then I had to run out there and rescue the shutters. Can you believe that? But I did go out there and get them, and everything was fine. But it was very interesting to experience, and I've been through different storms before, but this one, the magnitude of it was so big that it was just more noise than usual. And so I mean, we heard a lot of rain, a lot of wind was flying through. When I went outside, there's a lot of debris, like flying limbs and things of that nature. One of the trees over across the way has actually been uprooted and fell over, and so it's been an interesting experience. And so now it's time to learn how to cook without the use of electricity. And so I am just waiting for the matches, and I was trying to figure out how to do that test that it was asking me to do that test, but I was unable to figure out how to do the test. Apparently the test is to help you to determine if there's any bubbles or leaks in the connection. But I was unable to find any of those. So, you know, and also when I was talking about earlier about working from home, there's a lot of different clients, like call center. You basically be with my virtual call center. And what the virtual call center allows you to do is to be in the comfort of your home and to work for various agencies like cellular companies or theme parks or different cruise line industries, roadside assistance. So there's so many options that is available for you to be able to service, and so you basically will be able to set your own hours, decide exactly when it is that you would like to service, and you can do so from the comfort of your home. I love it because it gives you the opportunity to be able to spend more time with your family, to be able to do the things that you enjoy the most, and to be able to create your life around your schedule, your work from home schedule. So I am grateful that I've been able to be in a position to be able to help you to have these opportunities right there at your hands. And so we have some lighters. We're not really sure if they're going to work. I know this is not going to work, so we'll have to try these matches and see if they are going to work, but I'm not really sure where it is that you are supposed to light it. Okay. Let me see now. Okay, so apparently you just put the match here. I guess that's how it goes. Let's see. Yep. All right, I figured it out. All right, so let me turn this off. And Cyan, if you could hold this camera here. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. So basically what you do is I'm gonna light it, turn this on a little bit. And there we have it. Turn it down a little bit. And we have food, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Ooh, it went out. All right, well, it went out, so let me try again. Let's see. All right, so I'm going to try this one more time. Let's try this side. All right. And here. And there we have it. We have our burners and we are ready to cook. So what are we going to cook? Well, let me turn it down a little bit. All right, so I turned it down. I turned it down too far. Having all kind of weird things happen. Okay, I turned it down too far. Hold this again. And gotta do it over. All right. So first thing that we're gonna do is I have some rice to cook. So we're gonna get the rice started. And we have some bags that the rice is going to go in. So we're going to boil the rice one at a time. And then on this other side, I am going to saute let's see, you should be able to flip this around. Let's see, so you can see it from that side. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we have our rice cooking over here, and next I am going to saute. I already added a little bit of oil in my pot, and I am going to let that heat up a little bit. Then I'm going to add some onions, and we're going to cook these onions down just until they're a bit translucent. Yes, you guys, we have done it. So that is actually starting to cook. Can you see that? Can you guys see that? It is bubbling.